Hello guys, today we are going to start our new subject power quality and harmonics. I started this subject because no one is trying to teach this subject because this subject is totally theoretical and if each and everyone think that there is no need to teach this subject because this is influence in the final years of electrical engineering. So all the teachers think that this subject can be easily understood by the student first reading the notes of this subject. But I started teaching this subject because there are lots of importance of this subject in the power system. Guys, we studied power generation, power transmission, power distribution, and power utilization. We also know that the desirable characteristics of the power supply. But there is one more important factor which we have to study and implement this factor into the actual power sector, that is known as power quality. That is also it is known as the main how to this subject is generally associated with the power quality problems and their solution. Let's see what it means by power quality and then harmony. Without taking your more time in the introduction, I will start my subject with the first point. Let's see what is meant by power quality. Okay, here are 3 points given. Okay, this defines the power quality. Okay, this is not the definition of power quality. This is the definitions which defines the your power quality is lost. Okay, what is meant by quality? It is how we define the quality. Okay, any quality. If we say we go for the pen, we go for the notebook, then we compare that thing with a standard one means which is very good, and we compare the which product we are going to buy, that product is compared with the good one product. Then if there is any deviation from that good product, then we can say that the quality of particular material is lower than that of good one. So this is nothing but any deviation with differences. Okay, standard and practical power. There is if there is any differences, then we can say that the power quality is lost. Okay, there is here are 3 points given, which is I use very simple language so that you can understand very easily. Let's see one by one. Power quality is any abnormal behavior. Okay, any abnormal behavior arising in voltage or current. Okay, what is abnormal behavior? We see that there is we can say in the single phase supply there is the voltage value to 30 volt, and it can be for residential purpose it can goes for maximum 5 to 15 ampere of load. Okay, you got it. Okay, you also know that for three phase supply uh, we use 440 volt supply, and current may goes up to 45 amperes for the motor load depending upon the load used by the consumer. But any abnormal behavior in voltage or current, then we can say that any abnormality, what will be the abnormality? Okay, any decrease or increase in voltage or any suddenly change in the voltage, that can we can say that it is an abnormal condition. Okay, if we using the residential lamp on 440, then can it is possible that that lamp will sustain that voltage? No, it cannot be sustained. Single phase voltage must be in the range of 230 to 240 volt, and three phase voltage must be in the range of 440 to 450 volt. Okay, this is a standard given from the Indian standard electricity rules, Indian standard, which is called in Indian standards. Okay, there are also international standard. These standards defines the range of any parameter. Okay, it may be voltage, it may be current, it may be power, it may be frequency, there are lots of parameter used in the power sector. Okay, so this is any abnormality in the behavior of voltage or current. What will happen, what are the effects of this abnormality? This will directly affect on the load used by the customer. Okay, there is another one parameter on which the power quality is depend is the waveform. Okay, we know the AC supply have pure sinusoidal waveform. If there is any disturbance in the waveform, then we can say that the power quality of supply is disturbed. Then there is another one parameter, that is voltage. Voltage plays must very vital role in the consumer premises. Okay, if there is a sudden change in the load of consumer, then voltage drops. You know also why it is dropped. Sudden change in voltage means because of rise in the current. Okay, then super sensitive equipment used by the consumer may affect by this voltage problem. Okay, these three basic factors in which we can say that power quality may lose if there is any abnormality in voltage or current, if there is any disturbance in the sinusoidal waveform, or if there is any deviation in the magnitude of voltage. Okay, let's see what are the general power quality problems. I listed some of the problems associated with the power quality, that are voltage sag, voltage swell, voltage flicker, harmonics, over voltage, under voltage, and transient. These are basic, which can we say that these are the basic problem and general problem associated with power quality. There are lots of more problems also, but I have listed these problems because these are the general which may which associated with the power sector in maximum percentage. Okay, this problems comes in majority of sectors. It may be in transmission sector, it may be in distribution sector, it may be in utilization sector. The percentage of these problems is more, so I listed these problems here. Let's see the definitions of these problems one by one. Power quality, as we already seen that any deviation of voltage or current or waveform from its normal sinusoidal waveform is known as the power quality. Okay. Then there is another one, voltage quality. As I said that voltage plays really important role in the power sector. So there is another definition for the voltage also. And any deviation of voltage waveform. Okay. Any deviation of voltage waveform from its standard means standard sinusoidal waveform, that is called as voltage quality. Okay, current quality, any deviation of current waveform from a sinusoidal waveform is known as current quality. Okay, frequency deviation, any increase in the frequency is known as frequency deviation. We know that we have a standard frequency of 50 Hz in India, and in USA there is a 60 Hz. If there is any increase in frequency, considered in India, if there is any increase in frequency from 50 Hz or any decrease in the frequency, then we can say that there are frequency deviation in the supply. Okay. Impulsive transient. What is mean by impulsive transient? Impulsive transient is nothing but any sudden increase in the voltage or current. Okay. Consider there is a voltage waveform. We know voltage waveform has its shape sinusoidal. At an instant there is instantly increase in the voltage. Okay. If that increase in the voltage is in only one direction, okay, then that is called as impulsive transient. There is another one transient also, which increase or decrease for the particular small time period because of switching operation. Okay, if you suddenly put load on the supply system, suddenly a heavy load is put it, then there may be impulsive or oscillating transient happen. If we remove any sudden very large load means we can consider a big motor is connected in the industry having capacity of 2000 megawatt. Okay, then if we disconnect that load suddenly, then that will directly affect on the supply system for a very minimum time, but that affect. Okay, so what are the effect that is known as transient. Transient have many their own types, that is impulsive transient and oscillatory transient. Impulsive transient is nothing but the transient which occurs only in one direction. It is has transient only in one polarity. That is called as impulsive transient. There is another one transient is known as oscillatory transient. Means I said that impulsive transient is nothing but goes only in one direction, whereas oscillatory transient goes in bidirectional polarity. We are going to see these terms in very detail, but here I am just defining that basic terms fastly so that we can go for next bit. Okay, DC offset, any percent of the DC parameter in the AC waveform. Okay, we know there is a shape of our AC supply is sinusoidal, pure sinusoidal. If there is a presence of 10 volt, if we consider we have maximum value of AC voltage is 230 volt. Okay, 230 volt, and if there is a present of 10 volt DC offset, then we get the output voltage of 240 volt, and that will directly affect our load. So DC offset is also defined here. So these are all as problems. So what are these problems? So that I had defined here in very simple language. Noise, any unwanted electrical signal in system may cause the noise in the system. Okay, if this if the let's consider a motor, induction motor. If the we are providing three-phase supply of 440 volts to the induction motor, if there is any disturbance in the supply system, if there is a fourth phase supply come inside that motor, then motor is start to create a very large noise. Okay, so noise is also a problem with the power quality. Then there are two problems, voltage variations problems, which are further classified as long duration and short duration variation. If there is a variation of RMS value, what is meant by RMS value? Any AC instrument measure the RMS value of voltage. Okay, all the AC measuring equipment measure the RMS value of voltage. Please keep in the mind. Whereas in DC system, all the measuring instrument measures the peak value. Peak value means there is only one value which is constant, which is in DC system RMS value and peak values are same. All the values are same. Instantaneous values also the same. So that measuring instrument measures the peak value also in DC system, whereas in AC system all measuring equipment measure the RMS value, which is nothing but root mean square value. Okay, if there is a deviation of voltage from its nominal value, let's consider if 230 volt supply is there, this is nominal value. Also this is also known as the RMS value of the single phase supply system. If there is any variation of this voltage, let's consider if there is 220 volt supply, then 10 volt has the difference between the nominal and actual value of the voltage. If this difference present in the system for more than 1 minute, okay, for more than 1 minute, then this variation is known as long duration variation. If this difference present in the system for less than 1 minute, then this variation is known as short duration variation. Let's see what is meant by SAG. Sag is any decrease in the RMS value of the voltage from its nominal value. Any deviation, if it in the percentage, if it is in the points also, then it is considered as sag. And for duration, what is the duration? 0.5 cycle to 1 cycle. What is mean by cycle? We know that one positive and negative pulse creates one cycle. Okay, sorry for this inconvenient recording, but I am trying to record very best method. So we know that any pulse which having positive and negative part, then it will create one cycle. So for only one cycle, if there is any decrease in the voltage, then that decrease in the voltage is known as sag. It is for minimum time, because for let's see, if we use 50 hertz supply, then there are 100 cycles per second, 100 pulses, okay, 50 cycles per second. Okay, then we can say that 100 positive negative pulses per second, then it is very minimum time. So that minimum time, if there is any decrease in the voltage, then this is known as voltage sag. Okay, there is another one definition is swell. Here is similar, but this is swell is any increase in the voltage for 0.5 to 1 cycle is known as voltage swell. Under voltage, 10% below the nominal value for time greater than 1 minute. Okay, we already seen that long duration variation. Okay, for long duration variation means RMS value varies from nominal value for more than, but here is decrease in the voltage 10%. If we consider 230 volt supply, then for that 230 volt supply, 10% is 23 volt. If there is any decrease in the voltage, if 230 volt decreases from 2 to 207 volt for greater than 1 minute, then it is called as under voltage. If there is any increase in the voltage from 230 volt to 252 volt for greater than 1 minute, then it is known as over voltage. This is the case under 230 volt single phase supply. But we generalize this definition. 10% below the nominal value, then if there is a voltage of any standard value 230 or 440, then calculate the 10% of that value and minus that value from the actual value, and if that value is present at the terminal of the load for greater than 1 minute, then that is known as under voltage. And for add that 10% value to the actual value, and that much of value is present at the load terminal for greater than 1 minute, then we can say that there is a over voltage. Okay, over next definition is voltage fluctuation. Voltage fluctuation means cylindrical variation. Here a definition is given that a cylindrical variation of voltage that result in the flicker of lightning. Okay, cylindrical variation means we know that we have the 50 hertz supply, means 100 pulses per second or 50 cycles per second. Means, but these are pure sinusoidal. If there is small increase, decrease in the one pulse, let's consider one pulse, but one pulse should have a smooth curve. There should not have any other frequency. If there is any presence of other frequency in single pulse also, then that condition is known as voltage fluctuation. Then we cannot find the instantaneous values for that type of the waves. Okay, voltage imbalance. we have three-phase supply at transformer also, at the three-phase load also. So we know that all the three phases are why they have equal in magnitude and differ from each other with the phase angle 120 degrees. If any of the phase has different value than the other two phases, or if there is any differences in the phase angle, then this is known as voltage imbalance. Okay. Harmonics. What is meant by harmonics? Harmonics is also a very important parameter associated with the power quality. We know we have the frequency 50 Hz. Okay, if any wave having frequency which have integral multiple, means integral multiple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If one particular means 50 Hz, if 50 Hz waveform also introduced in this, then there is no big bit. But if there is a 2 as an integral parameter, then 100 Hz of waveform will introduce in the supply frequency. Okay, then you can consider there is a very worst condition. Here is definition given that it is a sinusoidal component of periodic wave or quantity having frequency that is integral multiple of fundamental frequency. Our fundamental frequency is 50 Hz. An integral multiple of that frequency means 50, 100, 150, 200 and so on. So that presence of that periodic wave is known as harmonic. Okay, distortion. As I already said that if current or voltage waveform differs from the sinusoidal waveform, then that is known as waveform distortion. Okay, there is nothing. Distortion is waveform distortion. Sinusoidal waveform, how it may be distorted? If there is not pure smooth sinusoidal wave, if there is any small fluctuation in single pulse, if there is any present in the presence of transient or oscillator transient, then we can say that waveform of that system has been distorted, has been disturbed. If this voltage is also present in the voltage waveform, then that is also a voltage distortion. Okay, let's see next definition. This is the last definition. Interruption. The complete loss of voltage on one or more phase conductors for time greater than 1 minute. Okay, if there is we get interruption of supply, what is it? Total supply of 0 volt. If there is a 0 volt supply at the load terminal or at the transformer LT bushing, then it is called as interruption of supply. There are many problems, many reasons for this. We are going to see one by one, but here is just definition, so I put this definition also. What is meant by interruption? Completely loss of voltage means 0 volt in either one phase or either three phase for time greater than 1 minute is known as interruption. Transient, as I already said, I have given you the definition of transient. Okay, transient overvoltage in the electrical transmission and distribution network result from unavoidable effect of lightning strikes or network switching operation. As I already said that if there is a sudden increase or sudden decrease in the load may cause transient in the supply system. Okay, there is another one reason for the transient is lightning stroke, which is a natural cause. If a lightning falls on the line conductor, which we call on the topmost of the conductor, there is a transient. If there is a sudden increase in the voltage for a very minimum time, is known as transient. Okay. This may directly affect the behavior of the load. Okay, and transient may also caused by our electronic equipment used by the customers, because electronic equipment have their own properties to create frequency. They have lots of LC network, lots of ICs, lots of transistors, electronic power electronic equipment, so that may cause the change in the frequency that results in the transient operation. Okay, as I already said that there are two types of transient: impulsive transient and oscillator transient. What is meant by impulsive transient? If the transient goes in only one direction, then it is known as impulsive transient. Whereas oscillator transient, if the transient goes in both directions, then it is known as oscillator transient. Let's understand these two transients by waveform. Okay, you can see that a sudden non-power frequency change in the steady state condition of voltage or current in only one direction. You can see that here is a transient in one first waveform, goes only in one direction. Okay, here is a sinusoidal waveform, but in the first pulse there is a sudden change in the voltage for minimum time, that is known as transient. But this transient is only one direction, so this is called as impulsive transient. Let's see in the second waveform, there is a transient in both direction, in positive and negative, so that is known as bidirectional in polarity, and this is known as oscillator transient. I hope you are getting it. Okay, voltage sag. Let's see voltage. As I said it, voltage sag or voltage dip is reduction of the voltage for a very short duration. What are causes for it? If there is a short circuit of between two phases for many minimum time, or for overloading, sudden increase in the load for many minimum time, or starting of motor. You know that starting of motor takes very minimum time. It takes only 10 to 15 seconds to get its maximum speed. For that period, voltage decreases, because we know that each motor have required large amount of torque to start, and that draws more current from the supply system. And we know that product of voltage and current is power. Power is always constant. For at the time of starting of the motor, if current increases suddenly, then we can say that voltage decreases, because power is constant. And this is for very short duration, then this is also a reason for the starting of motor, is also a reason for voltage sag. And what is meant by short circuit? Short circuit, we can see that in rainy season or weather, rainy season or stormy condition, if for due to air, if two conductors touches each other for many minimum period time, okay, for 1 second it touch and separated by each other, for that time period voltage reduce, because suddenly short circuit current increases for many minimum time, but they got separated by each other in next 10 seconds. So this is also a reason for voltage sag. Okay, there is values and duration given for this voltage sag. Voltage sag is defined as the decrease in the RMS value of voltage between 10% to 90% of the nominal voltage. Okay, 10% means 0.1 to 0.9 per unit of the nominal voltage for the duration of half cycle to 1 minute. Okay, time is given half cycle 1 minute. You know half cycle what is meant by, as our supply system has the frequency of 50 hertz, and 1 second have completes totally 50 cycles per second. 1 second, okay, in 1 second 50 cycles got completed. So then only half cycle means only one pulse. Okay, from one pulse to 1 minute time, if there is any decrease in the voltage from 0.1 per unit to 0.9 per unit, then this effect is called as voltage sag. Okay, In some other references this is not shows that the voltage sags for the time of minutes. It gives the definition for decrease in the voltage for the time period of 0.5 seconds cycles to few seconds. Okay. And longer duration of low voltage would be called as sustained sag. Next, but this is the longer duration of voltage sags we already considered it. Here, just put in the mind that voltage sags and under voltage are different terms and conditions. Here range is given 0.1 per unit to 0.9 per unit. Okay. Voltage sags for voltage sag 0.1 per unit means 10% to 90% decrease in the voltage from nominal value, whereas for under voltage only 10% exact value is given. 10% values decrease from the nominal value for more than 1 minute. Okay, and here time duration is very less and the time duration is more than 1 minute. Okay. Here are several factors given because of which voltage sags happen. Let's read one by one. Since the electrical motor draws more current when they are starting, as I said that at the time of starting motor require more torque, and for that creation of torque it draws a heavy current from the supply system, and as we know that power is constant, then for maintaining that current voltage drops from its nominal value. That is given here in the first point. Okay, when line to ground point of fault occur. Okay, when line to ground fault occur, then voltage sags happen for the period, very minimum period, till the protection circuit operate. Okay, protection circuit takes some 30 to 40 milliseconds to operate, but before that voltage sags happen because heavy current flows to the supply system, and that current sensed by the CTs, and that tripping signal is fed to the relaying circuit and relay operates. Okay. Line to ground fault means many line only one conductor touches the metal part, or one conductor falls down. Then before protective circuit operate, there is voltage sag happen. Okay. There is another reason, that is accident happen in the power lines. It may be due to lightning or falling in an object on the two conductor or conductor and ground, then that may also result in the voltage sag. Sudden load changing means sudden, I said that if suddenly load is increased from load side, then it may also cause voltage sag. Depending upon the transformer connection, transformer energizing could be another reason for the happening of voltage sag. Okay, how transformer terminals are connected, then at the time of charging that transformer, voltage sags can be happen depending upon the connection done on that transformer. In residential premises, voltage sags happen at the time of starting of refrigerators, air conditioners, furnaces. Furnaces, where furnaces is used in the area where temperature is low than 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, that in that area furnaces are used. Okay, or furnace fans. Okay, for furnace at the time of starting of furnace fans or the heaters, then voltage sags happen. These are reasons because of which voltage sag. There are another also reasons, but I listed here two reasons. You can see the voltage sags is for only 2 cycles here in between the sinusoidal waveform. You can see the first 2 cycles, first one cycle is completed and one pulse of second cycle is totally completed, but the next next pulse of the second cycle drops from its nominal value, and these two cycles have voltage cycles. Okay, voltage swell. This is totally opposite of the voltage cycle. Okay, this is any increase in the voltage from 110% to 190%. 190, or it is considered as the double of that voltage set, that is there we considered 90%, there is considered as 180%. Okay, so any increase in the voltage from 110% to 180% of the RMS value of voltage or current for times 0.5 cycles to 1 minute, or in particular references there are few seconds are given, so that is known as voltage swell. You can see that here time is given at 0.15 second millisecond. Okay, this is millisecond. 0.15 millisecond to 0.25 millisecond, there is increase in the voltage from 105 to 115 volt. Okay, then this is known as voltage swell. Voltage swell happens due to single line to ground fault. Okay, temporary voltage rises happen, and voltage rises also happen due to suddenly connection of the capacitors in the supply system. Some of the consumer inserting the capacitor bank suddenly without switching off their water flow, that will cause the sudden increase in the supply voltage for minimum time period. Okay, these some points are listed here. You can read after. I am just explaining as fast as possible. Okay, but put in the mind, voltage sag is decreasing voltage from 10% to 90%, and time is same, 0.5 cycles to 1 minute, and there is voltage swell is any increase in the voltage from 110% to 180%, and for the time period 0.5 cycles to 1 minute. I also listed the reasons for the voltage sag, whereas for the reasons for the voltage sag is single line to ground fault and suddenly putting the capacitor banks in the supply system. Voltage sag is also may be happening due to suddenly removal of the very large load. Okay, this opposite relation means in voltage sag, if suddenly a large load is inserted in the supply, then that will cause voltage sag. If suddenly large load is removed from the supply, then that will cause voltage swell. Okay, you can see here first in the red portion of this waveform shows the voltage swell. Okay, the nominal value of voltage is 160 or 220 watt, and the voltage swell value has 300. Sorry, this is not visible. 160 volt is has the nominal value, and 220 volt has the voltage swell value. Okay, you can see here red portion shows the voltage swell. Voltage unbalance, as I said that if there is any difference in the voltage magnitude from the other phase value, in balanced system each phase have similar magnitude voltage and current, and they are different from each other by 120 degrees. Okay, if any difference in their magnitudes or any difference in their phase angle, then that will be for that condition is unbalanced supply system. Okay, here we give the definition. In balanced system, three line to neutral voltages are equal in magnitude and phase differences from each other by 120 degrees. Okay, here figure 1, you can see that in figure 1 VA, VB, VC means three phase values, and they are differs from each other by 120 degrees. Okay, and there is any differences that exist in the three voltage magnitudes or shift in the phase separation from 120 degrees is known as the unbalanced supply as shown in figure 2. Okay, here in figure 2 you can see that value of VB is smaller than the value of VA and VC is greater than the both value, then this is known as unbalanced supply system. Here one waveform is also given. You can see that all the three phases have different magnitudes, okay, and their different phase differences. You can see standard three-phase waveform, sinusoidal waveform, and compare that sinusoidal waveform with this waveform, then you can clearly see that this is waveform from unbalanced supply system. Okay, reason why the unbalancing happen: malfunctioning of equipment. You can say in industries and in commercial sector, they use large machines, panels, relays, different type of welding transformers, heating element, furnaces, cooling element. If that equipment are set to operate on a particular program, and if that program repeating itself irrespective of time, if any error arises in that program, then the equipment malfunctions. Means there is no technique to control that equipment for a particular time period. Some time is required to remove that error, some time is required to solve that problem, but for that time period, if this malfunctioning happen, that will cause suddenly increase in the voltage, and that may vary the voltage differences, phase angle differences, because of which we know that in day by day our power sector is developing, and electrical equipment is going converted by electronic equipment, and we know electronic equipment uses most of power. Electronic equipment that may directly affect on the phase angle also, frequency also, magnitude also. So malfunctioning of equipment may also cause the unbalancing. Okay, if there is sudden insertion of capacitor bank in only a particular phase, that may also cause the voltage unbalance. Okay, and open delta transformer, open delta transformer, if one of the phase is disconnected in the delta winding, then it is known as open delta transformer. For open delta transformer is more susceptible to voltage imbalance than the closed delta. Okay, because as I said that one winding is get disconnected, two winding is used by the two phases, and one phase is directly connected to that two windings, so that output of that transformer will be balanced. Okay, voltage fluctuation. Continuous variation in the voltage waveform is known as voltage fluctuation. You can see that here waveform, there are continuous variation. Okay, you can see voltage fluctuation is describes as the repetitive and random variation of the voltage envelope due to sudden change in the real and reactive power drawn by the load. Okay, as I said, continuous variation. Why this continuous variation? Sudden change in active and reactive power. If a customer suddenly putting a resonant circuit in the system, then that will also cause the voltage variation, continuous voltage variation, because inductance and capacitors are directly affecting the waveforms of our supply system. So the active and reactive powers plays very important role in the voltage waveform, and if there is any sudden change in the active and reactive power, then that will cause the voltage fluctuation. Okay, if reactive load is inserted in the supply, then it draws more current and there is a decrease in the voltage. So So that is also a reason for voltage fluctuation. There are also reason arc furnaces, arc welders, installations of frequent motor starts, means air conditioner unit and fans, motor drives with cyclic operation. These are the machines which affects on the voltage waveform, and these are the reasons for voltage fluctuation. So I have just listed here. I hope you understand the definition. This is a very simple definition, means continuous variation, a random not defined value. Okay, we see in the voltage and voltage sag, voltage swell, under voltage and over voltage, there is definite value. In voltage sag and voltage swell, there is range is given, and for under voltage and over voltage, there is actual 10% of increase or decrease given. But here random variation. Here we cannot predict the range, or we cannot predict the exact difference of the deviation of the voltage. So this is called as voltage fluctuation, and this is waveform given for voltage fluctuation. There are multiple values of voltage with respect to time. Power frequency variation. If as in India, 50 Hz is a power frequency, standard power frequency. If any deviation of frequency from this standard frequency is known as frequency fluctuation or frequency variation. What are the reasons for? If suddenly the prime mover speed changes, that will directly affect the frequency. Okay, generated alternating frequency directly get affected if the input of the prime mover changed suddenly. If speed of the prime mover decrease, then frequency also decrease. If the speed of the prime mover increase, then frequency also increase. That directly affects. Okay. Also, there is one reason. There are lots of alternators connected in the parallel to generate a particular amount of power. If suddenly 2 or 3 alternators get off from the system, then suddenly a very high speed of that particular remaining prime mover increases, and that will cause the sudden increase in the frequency. That is known as frequency variation. Okay, this is all about today's lecture. Okay, I hope you are understanding this all the terms and conditions very efficiently. If still there is any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And today we concluded with our first chapter, and next 5 to 6 lectures we are going to complete this subject totally. So I has given this subject this topic very fast, because this is only basic, and I just give the idea about its terms and conditions. So I hope you like it. If you like it, then comment, subscribe my channel, and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.